But I don't know why it did that. We did kill the Mimic Tier. We got everything set up to start doing Nokron. So that's what we're gonna do now. Yeah, so we are, oh, actually, yeah, we got set up to like, literally start with the boss fight. I forgot about that. So that is what we're gonna do. Hopefully not get hit. That would not be good. Now this, just like Nokron, I guess, is optional. But this is pure, like, optional. There's no reason to do this other than it gives me, well, it gives me two things that I'm not going to need, but one of them is an achievement, so I want to do it so that I can get my Platinum Trophy. Not that I really care about the Platinum Trophy, because this isn't my main account, but, like, I kind of want to do it. Anyway, first time I did this boss was after I finished Nokron, because I didn't actually know how to summon this boss or the other deer boss. Also, I got very, very lucky the first time I fought this boss. It did not use its when we see it, I'll point it out. 'Cause we will see it. Oh god. I got greedy and wanted to get him, so I jumped into the fire. He's already at half health. That's nice. The second time I fought this guy, was a lot different. I did not have nearly the stats I did on the first round. This attack. I did not see this attack the first time I fought him. And that, it's not actually an attack, it's just a heal. But basically what he does is kill the spirit animals around him and heal himself with them. Got a lot of points. He's doing it again. No, it's not. That's good. We don't want him to heal because he heals a lot, and I can't kill the animals. The jellyfish is really just here to get aggro. So that sometimes I don't hit him, as he has been holding, right? Now I got my trophy and my remembrance. The remembrance is basically useless for this build. I think it's kind of useless in general, if I'm being honest, but yeah. So thanks to my damage output and a little bit of luck, he only healed once, so that was good. We don't want him to heal a bunch of times. I got myself all set up for Yakuza, and now I'm not doing it. So that's fun. We are just going to teleport back to the Grace. I've got a level on me. I could use this, but I still want to get the items, so we're not going to use it. I don't really need the souls from remembrances either. Kind of just how I play these games. Like, always first playthrough, I never, at least the first playthrough, if not the first two, like NG Plus as well. I don't use the remembrances for souls, because I want to collect all the things. Or as many things as I'm willing to collect. I don't think I've ever done a 100% playthrough. of any of the games. Closest I came to was actually the Elden Ring playthrough that I've done recently. Bitch is crawling and it's bugging me. I need him to die before this other one gets over here. I think those respawns, so fighting them was kind of pointless, but at least they're not following me now. So, by the end of this area, I need to get over there, where that thing is. That's where we're headed. In order to get down there without dying, though... Oh, I don't know if there's anything over there. No. We need to go the long way. So we've got a little broken bridge. It's not really a bridge, it's like the broken top to a gate. But, you know, whatever. That's terrifying. We did run past a couple of those balls earlier in the game, so you might remember that. The Black Wet Blade. I've been waiting for this for a long while. Now what the Black Wet Blade does for me is it allows me to put blood on my ashes, no matter which ash I use. Let me find it so I can show you. Black Wet Blade with a cipher engraved can be used as a whetstone knife. When applying affinity using physical or occult type ashes or an additional affinity of poison, blood, or occult can be chosen. So it doesn't work for everything, but if it had like a base of like standard physicals or occult, which is also a good one for another build I do, which is still like a blood build, but rather than kind of a blood build, but also not. Rather than go pure strength, I go arcane. Because that's what occult scales off of. And you get a sword like the Flamberge, and it becomes really good, because then you get blood and occult. Not that it's like the best. This is what I wanted this whole time. I came down here before for this. This is the Mimic Tier Ashes. Now I could have gotten this without progressing Ronnie's story, but I felt like I might as well do the whole thing if I'm going to come down here. This part is a little scary. Because that, not even really the ball. The ball is scary, but I can push it back. So it's not like it's that scary. It's the Nox Priest over there that might get involved. Thankfully he didn't. The only reason we fought the stupid ball was so it didn't chase me out of the room. It gave me a larval tier. All the balls drop larval tiers. We aren't using them, but I could use it if I wanted to. Larval tiers if you beat Renala, which we did. I think I've used one. I'll know if I did if I look at my emotes. I have not. Oh yeah, I have. I've got balled up. Larval tears. If you remember previously, since I did use it, allow me to respec. Which isn't a new thing in the Souls games, but it was in Dark Souls 2. And really, really rare in Dark Souls 2. The items you needed for it. Larval tears are kind of everywhere in this game. Granted, there's a celestial dew. I don't think I had a single one of those before, so that's actually a net positive. Not that it really is, because once I do this, Saluvius's quest is locked out. And that's the only point where I would actually want the Celestial Dew. What the Celestial Dew does, now that I'm safe, I can show you. None of those did what they were supposed to do, so that was weird. Where is the Celestial Dew? Celestial Dew. Carry out absolution at the Church of Vows. I think we've been to the Church of Vows. A hidden tier found in the Eternal City, also known as a Night Tier. Allows one to carry out an absolution at the Church of Vows, reversing all antagonizations. Once upon a time, the stars of the night sky guided fate, and this is a recollection of those times. So, generally, when you do something that's frowned upon by a character, you can no longer continue their quest line. This has been a thing in pretty much all Souls games. I didn't really play through Demon Souls, so I'm not 100% on that. But Dark Souls was the first game I played, which is this one always changes. We're just gonna fight it. He fell down. So there's generally a character that'll offer absolution. In Dark Souls, it was really early in the game. Granted, it was after the first boss that people would quit on, which we talked about that a long time ago when I started Dark Souls. We got to go back to that and actually complete it at some point, and we will. It is on my list to go back and complete the FromSoft games. Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne, bare minimum. Demon Souls I would like to play through. It would be one of two From Software games that I have not really played. Assuming the other one is a FromSoft game and not just one that everybody thinks is a FromSoft game. Yes, it is. It's so different that I always think it's not. So, I've played and not beaten Bloodborne, but I was at the end of the game. I just got what I needed here, by the way. We got the Finger Slayer Blade. Where did that go? Finger Slayer Blade. Hidden treasure of the Eternal City of Nokron. This is what Ronnie was looking for. The hidden treasure of the Eternal City of Nokron. A blade said to have been born of a corpse. This blood-drenched fetish is proof of the high treason committed by the Eternal City, and it symbolizes its downfall. It cannot be wielded by those without a fate, but is said to be able to harm the greater will and its vessels. So, what does this mean for us? Like, this doesn't really spell out everything that happened, but this is a blade of death in a world where death didn't exist yet. Now, death couldn't exist yet until an event happened, but this blade, if you kind of take the words the way it states, it's proof of high treason, and it's a blade of a corpse that can harm the greater will. This is a blade that caused death in a world without death, but not entirely death. We'll get to that in a minute. But if you put two and two together, this is what killed Malwyn, the one demigod who has been killed, or was killed before everything began, in this world without death. Technically, he's not entirely dead, just like Ronnie's not entirely dead, but they're opposites. Malwyn, his soul is dead, and his body still lingers, and we see it everywhere. Granted, it's not like alive, obviously, because nothing's moving it, but it's still alive and like tortured. There's other lore to back that up in the game, but I always forget to do it all. Did I even go to where like the first traces of Owen were in the game? There's a talisman, I think, that would tell me if I did that or not. I did not. I need to go back there anyway, because I need to get one of the talismans that I should be using. I'm just not using. How much do I need? I need 5k. I'm positive I've got 5k in here. Alright. We're gonna sit. We're gonna level up my strength to 45. So now my strength is 45. I'm probably gonna go to 35 and 25 for vigor and endurance. And then 50, 40, 30. We are basically done with Knockground at this point. There's other stuff I can do, but I don't care. It does not mean we're done with Sophria. There's 2 bosses in this section of the river, of Sophria specifically, that I did not do. Also, thinking about it, there's a cookbook I need to buy down here in Sophria. I did not do that. I talked about it but never did it. Okay. So I mentioned these lights a while ago. I thought I did it already, so we didn't do it. I don't want to be near those things. Those electric balls will destroy me. So since we did the other one, this one doesn't really give me anything at this point. It would have been decent XP early on when I actually mentioned it. But now it's just kind of, we're doing it to do it. But I'm running into a different problem with it now because I don't know which lights I've lit already. But that's not even the reason we're down here, so it's okay. That just means there's another boss down here I haven't done. Actually, that means there are 2 bosses down here I haven't done because the other one I was thinking of isn't actually in this section of the river. Which we need to go to the other section of the river too, just so that we can open it up and do all that. Hi. Ow. I've got more poise than you. I don't really want him following me, so I'm hoping he comes back up. Plus, it helps me. I think I need about 1,000 runes. Stop saying runes because I thought I was gonna name it. Because I'm good at that. For 3 games in a row, they were called Souls. 4 maybe. I think they're still called Souls and Demon Souls as well. So, in Bloodborne and in Elden Ring, I always just end up calling them Souls. I'm almost positive I've done it in this playthrough as well. But they are not Souls, they are runes. Alright, this dude right here. I thought we did this already, honestly.
Oh, a customer.
I need this notebook. I also want these, but I don't need those. This notebook I need.
Goodbye till next.
There probably won't be a next time, bud. I don't do crafting normally, but I do want oil pots. This is the only time I really craft. If I was like better at this game, I ran right into the poison. So now that we've done that, we're gonna try and work on summoning the boss. Now, this boss is basically the last boss we just did, just without a few attacks. Like 1 or 2 attacks, really. So, it's not going to be harder. In fact, it's going to be a lot easier because we should have done this much earlier in the game. I have a crab following me. But we also need 8 of these things, and they're surrounded by some annoying enemies. Mostly these things, which that lightning attack will destroy me. The nice thing is I get iframes when I do that, and the lightning is alright. The lightning's invincible. You can't hurt it. Makes sense, right? It's a not a corporeal being. It's just a ball of lightning. But because it's just a ball of energy, when it uses all its energy, it dissipates. So that is helpful. I think we're at 5. I think I've lit 3. No, we might be at 6. We've lit 3, and I think we had 3 lit already. There's one right there that's lit. We did go up here because that took us to the jar. Which I'm glad I at least did that. This is one. Oh god, I'm gonna get knocked off the fucking cliff. I know I should probably just fight. It would be faster and easier, but oh, not necessarily faster, but it would be easier. I think I already got the... Oh, I didn't. I'll take the golden seed. I did not do as much as I thought I did. I think I'm only missing 1 now. It's not up here, I don't think. But I'm also near the shitty archers now, so that's not good. Ow. At least they're not shooting the bad arrows. I heard a bad arrow, though. The spectral archers, I think that's not the portal I need. I do want to do the other little side boss, but the other one I didn't even know existed until I did started that 100% playthrough that I haven't gone back to. Which, you know, we might touch once we beat the game, maybe once we platinum it. Just so that I can complete it. You can kind of see what I've been doing with it, but it'd be really boring. It'd be like, I wouldn't want to do it unless I'm doing it like after I beat a game and I don't have a lot of time left, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like how I treated Isaac. That's not what I want to see. The spirit arrows, doesn't matter how high a level I end up getting, the spirit arrows end up being a disaster. Now, I know I just mentioned how I was waiting to get the Mimic tier, and I haven't done anything with it yet. It's because I forgot. And I don't really have any runes, so it doesn't matter. So, there's 2 things I can get up here. At least 2 things. There's this thing right over here, which I don't need, but I know it's here, so I'm gonna get it. And that's the big bubble that these weird mages shoot. So now I have that. But the other thing I can do up here is go over here where this asshole is. Fighting this guy as early as you can find him is really, really difficult because he hits hard. I've experienced that. But at this point he's not so bad. As long as I don't get fucking destroyed. Or miss. I'm like hiding in his ass because he primarily fights with his hands. And when he fights with his hands, he can't really get to me. Because all he does is kind of flail. Now that's not the only thing he can do. But it's what he likes to do. So it's kind of cheesy. Don't always do that. Usually I don't do that because I forget about it. Right, there's Marcus Scarseal. So I think I actually needed to come up here. I forgot that was up here. So that works out. We're gonna go back down here and see how many lights I have. And maybe figure out which one I'm missing one of the early ones. Interesting. I don't know what that means for me. That one's lit over there. The one near Blythe lit? Or where Blythe was. Blythe is no longer over there. At this point, Blythe is not on the map. We saved Blythe. Or as far as I know, he's not on the map. He is, but he isn't. Let's go with that. So, I can't find Blythe, but that doesn't mean, he's gone forever. We will find him. Ow. I thought I was gonna dodge him. I did not. There's the last one. I'm just gonna do this. I don't want to deal with it. Forgot to record. God damn it. Well, I'll record after this. I guess I could start recording now. That way I only gotta pull like half an hour. That's so fucking annoying when I do that though. I don't like pulling from the VOD, like the Twitch VOD, to do my archives because, granted, Elden Ring's usually not bad about it. It's usually games like Kingdom Hearts, especially Kingdom Hearts, because Disney is terrible about it. But Twitch doesn't give you the option to remove or keep sounds. If they notice a copyright claim, that shit's gone. And it gets muted. There's nothing I can do about it. So I like to record everything because I don't monetize anything right now, but even if I did, I wouldn't monetize my VOD channel because I want to keep everything in it. That's the whole point of it. So I record to try and make sure that the game experience is as close to the live experience as possible. Obviously, it can't be 100% because it's not actually live, but, you know, this is the ancestor spirit. It's about the same health, it looks like. Maybe a little less. But he can't heal. As you can see, there's no spirits in the map. So, once he's done, he's done. Also, he's got far less clothes. He fell down and just fell over. Alright, we got some ashes for that. Oh, I did get an achievement for him. I didn't think he gave me one. So now Sophria is as good as I want to get it. I got the 2 bosses, and I got the cookbook, which was the main reason I went down there. I always forget about Alexander. So I've only actually done this part twice. 3 times, I guess, because I've done a multiplayer playthrough of the game. And we fucked it up during the multiplayer playthrough. So the host wasn't able to do it until we left and came back. I don't remember how we fixed it. We did fix it though, because we were able to continue the quest line. Because the seamless co-op is kind of janky. But, yeah. We are gonna come talk to this man over here now.
Can you hear me? Help me!
It is interesting how we beat Radon. He ate things and now he's stuck in a hole again.
Ah, hello. How nice it is to see
How do you
a
see
friendly
me?
face.
I want to know where
As
his
you
eyeballs
can
are.
surmise, I've got myself stuck in another hole.
Also,
Would you
I can
mind
see the
helping me out
dirt
to get
through
in?
your head. I'll help you out.
My thanks in advance. I know you're the man for the job.
So we want to be careful
You know
with
what to
this.
do, Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big.
Not talking about
Don't
your
worry
penis.
about my wound sustained at the festival. I'm stuck back together good and proper. Just give it your all.
Alright. So,
Come on. Please. Wait. I have a terrible feeling about this.
at this point you have to
Hit him
stop
for a minute.
or he will go hostile.
Now, I can feel my
Granted, he
lower
can't
half
do
is stuck
anything
on
and you'll just
something.
end up killing him,
I
but
don't
you won't
think
get
he can
anything
get me out
really
just
out of
by
it
hitting
if you
me
kill him
this
at this point.
Let's think. Perhaps there's a way to slide me out a little more smoothly. What if I could somehow be made slippery or some such?
If that's what you want,
Gosh! Stop! Please! That's my face! By the gods, you are a man of
he's
vision.
now covered in oil.
This will have me as slippery as a toad. I have a good feeling about this, my friend. Right. Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big.
There we go. I don't know what he was stuck on because it's not there, but, you know, whatever.
My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Oh, as a token of my thanks, I'd like you to have this.
It gave me some flesh.
Dearie me, I'm oilier than a toad. You know, there were countless oil jars back where I'm from, actually. And now I know what it's like to be one of them. Yes, indeed. I too have a home. Though it is one to which I have vowed not to return.
No, he says, but we know.
I thought I might look out from atop the cliff. As I drew closer and
We know
closer,
where it is, and if you didn't know,
wouldn't you know it?
this
I
was your hint
perfectly
on where
stuck in that
Jarberg
blasted
actually
hole.
is.
I can feel the warriors inside admonishing me for my mawkishness. To walk the path of champions, one cannot cleave to the past.
It's also your hint on how to
I'm
get
headed to the
into
fiery
Jarberg,
mountain
because if you've explored Lunaria, which we
there,
didn't really do
without
it
fear of cracking this
the way I
vessel,
did it the first time, because I found Jarberg my first playthrough, but I never found out how to get there.
I'm headed to the fiery mountain in the north.
Okay, so he's heading up to Mount Gelmir. I had forgotten what that name was the last couple sessions, but yeah, he's going to Mount Gelmir.
I'm headed to the strength I will
So we'll find him in Mount Gelmir now, in a section I haven't gone to yet. So if you actually go to this tower, which we'll go there eventually, actually very soon, that tower is well, we actually might go there now and do it while it's, yeah. But if you go to the bottom, you can kind of see that land and that house from the bottom. We'll actually go down there because I do want to there's a spell I can get from there. Not that I'm using spells, but as we've mentioned before, I like to collect everything that I can when I remember it. Like, not everything, but as much as I can. And we might go around and collect more shit at the end of the game before we go to NG Plus for the Platinum. Which we might do sooner than I think, because honestly, in between games, I can always do little shit in NG once this game's done, in like 30 minutes tops, and get a lot of things done. And same with NG Plus. Like, when I first platinumed this game, I think the last run took me 3 hours max. If that. Because I just went start to finish. Now when I do it this time, I won't do that. Because I've never done the other Elden Lord endings. So I want to do one of the ones that actually takes some time to do. So when we do that third ending, we will at least fight a couple more bosses that I don't normally fight on the NG++ run. But also, the NG Plus and the NG++ run will still be shorter than my initial runs, this initial run, because I'm not collecting everything anymore. I've already done it. Okay, so if you are exploring, obviously, your first playthrough, you're going to see that grace and you're going to be like, I want that. Can I mobile? I can. I didn't even notice. Wandering around with a level in my pocket and I didn't even know. And I had a golden flask upgrade. I barely have enough health for the next big boss for Ronnie's questline. Anyway, first thing I do is explore, right? So you come down here and you see a big ass chasm and you can see the city, but you have no way to get there. So you don't know how to get there. So Alexander tells you about looking over the cliff and he was about to go there. So if you didn't see that city before, or if you did, now you know what the city is. And you kind of have your hint on looking over the cliff to see it. Then as you're looking at it, you see the tombstones that you can climb down like I did. Okay, so we were in the Carrion Tower. You might notice there's a tower over here. That would be Ronnie's tower, whoever you want to call it. Technically it's Ronnie's. And then the bridge between the study hall to the tower. So technically this is the way to that tower. Can I get there right now? No. I missed. I ran out of fucking stamina. So this dude right here that is attacking me is the only reason I wanted to be here. Miriam. And the reason for that is because Miriam shows up in this tower either way, but what Miriam drops depends on the setup of the tower. I killed him, but I didn't kill him. Oh, there he goes. He made it to his next spot and died. So it dropped magical downpour here. Without spoiling anything, I mean, it's not that much of a spoiler if you played the game. But, we can't actually finish the study hall. Not in its current state. We can very, very, very soon. It has nothing to do with Ronnie's storyline apart from adding lore. But in order to actually beat her quest, there is no reason to actually do it. But we will still do it because there's an achievement that we can do. Well, granted, I don't need to do it in order to get that achievement, but you know, we're still going to do it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I think there was a hole that would have had a drop in it, but I don't know where it is. I just ended up in a circle, so I don't know. I'm gonna go up here. This place was awful in my last run because I did a randomizer run and a lot of DLC enemies were in here. Specific DLC enemies that I fucking hate. I think most people don't like them. And when we get to the DLC, you'll get to hear about it. Oh my god. This is not this place for jump attacks, by the way. I'm basically at the end of what I can do right now in the study manor. There's a drop right there, and that's about it. Like, we can't progress anymore. Ow. I'm gonna get knocked off the fucking ledge. Cerulean Seed Talisman. So that's not really useful. I think I have the other one already. The red one. Forget what it's called. Might be the amber one. I don't remember. Anyway. Oh, I don't. That just increases how much my blast heals me. Which I don't really get enough health or mana ever to need those, because Sacred Tears cover it just fine. Examine the pedestal. Something fits on the pedestal. So, obviously there's something else to do here, but I can't do it yet. Yet being a relative term, I guess. We are going to go up here to Ronnie's Rise. And before I go to Ronnie, I'm going to go down to Saluvius because I think he ignored me last time and we couldn't even try to do it. I've never actually finished this quest. I just want to see if it'll try to continue. And the only times I've ever actually touched this quest were to give Dung Eater the potion. So I don't know if I even can finish it if you don't give it to the belly. I feel like you can, but I don't know for sure. Technically it's not over yet. And you might not know that if you...
Begging for another lesson. The remains. Perhaps it will produce the which I aspire to cherish. Apply to full even, Lady Rat. Just then, I'd like you a rather unique starlight. With that, my special draft, and even a demigod would...
Okay, so he's wanting to enslave someone extremely powerful.
Procure the rather unique. With that, my special, and even a...
It's obvious who he wants if you're like paying attention.
I won't bother to... You are correct, sir. I'm
That's more often than not upon the medium.
So I gave him that. I didn't need to, but I did. Let's see if I've got enough runes to make use of that. I might not. I don't think I do, actually. Since I did that, I want to get these 2 spells, just so that I didn't waste the scroll. Granted, I don't know if it would lock me out of it entirely, but I don't want to take that chance.
Begging for another.
Because I did give him the scroll instead of selling. I only need 2k runes, so we're gonna go get that. We're not actually gonna finish Salubius' quest. Because then I would need that Celestial Dew. And I don't get anything for it. Well, maybe we will. I'm gonna do this. I've been avoiding this dragon this whole time. We're gonna go poke him. This is Adula. Adula is an asshole. Now, this Adula is not an asshole. What do I mean by that? Nothing yet. He's still kind of an asshole. Oh, I got him. Got the bleed. Oh, there he goes. That's what I meant. So, I don't know why his health bar came back up. You get nothing from fighting him here, other than he leaves forever. He will no longer be on this map. Now, we should follow the same logic as anything else that is made in like a medium of whatever. If it didn't die on screen, it's not dead. So if we apply that logic, Adula will show back up. He doesn't have to, but he will in our case. Yeah. Now, I didn't have to fight him there, but there's some weird continuity shit if I don't. I'll explain that later when we get further into Ronnie's quest, which should happen today. Like, we should get to... I think we can complete Ronnie's quest today. The only reason I'm not doing it right now is because I'm trying to get enough runes to get this fucking spell that I shouldn't have put on Salubius. I guess we will do Salubius' quest. Because even if the Celestial Dew thing is wrong, we've got other endings we can do, I suppose. We'll just go back down to the sewer. Might not go back down to the sewer right now, because that ending can be a little different depending on order of operations. And the first time I did it was actually in a way you're not supposed to do it. So I did not get a cutscene that you're supposed to get for that ending. Kind of the cruelest way to do that ending too, honestly. Alright, so we gonna go over here now. Yeah. We're gonna buy that spell.
Begging for an...
That's not what I meant to do. Alright, so now I have all his spells, I'm not worried about him. I'm saying that for a reason, by the way. I need to now go... Fuck, where was it? Here? I think it's here. I have found the Amber Starlight before. Actually, no, I don't have it. I was thinking like maybe I've already got it, but I don't have it because he would have let me continue the thing if I had it. I've gotten the Amber Starlight before, but never for Saluvius. So this will be the first time I've actually seen what happens. Hopefully it does not lock me out of anything. Well, it will lock me out of things, but hopefully the Celestial Dude Roof works and I won't actually be locked out of anything. I'm just trying to hit that so that it disappears. If I was off a little bit, I don't want to fight that bear. Bears are scary. There should be a hole up here somewhere. Is it? Yeah. No. I mean, I'm gonna grab this so that I can come back to it if I want to, but this is not the hole I was thinking of. I got this stupid thing in my face. Maybe I went too far. There's supposed to be like a hole in this cliffside. Maybe I'm in the wrong cliffside, but I don't think I am. I think I just ended up going too far. The bear saw me. Here, maybe? Here it is. Fucking head itches. Alright, so up here, there's this thing. Amber Starlight. There's more shit up here, I think. Like, there's another pathway, I think, but I don't remember. I don't remember finding it or where it even is. Sacramental buds. Oh, I'm not worried about it. Now we're gonna go back up here. Again, we're gonna wait on Ronnie, even though I've got her Finger Slayer blade. Because if I give her this blade, it's over. We're locked out of Saluvius. Why? We'll get to that. But since we're doing this on stream, why not get a little bit more, you know? Like, I want to do all these quests that I'm definitely not doing in NG+. I didn't end up finishing Rogers because I missed the step. I don't even know when you do this step. But, yeah. So that was a shame. But we did Nepheli's, or we're finishing Nepheli's.
Well, the blessed goodness gracious, the way it glistens.
Which means we're doing Kenneth Heights. We're doing Ronnie's, we're doing Fia's. Granted, we'll have to do Fia's again if we do her questline. We aren't doing Dung Eaters. We're gonna try and do Gold Mask.
Yes, please. It's all yours. It's splendid work. It's just marvelous.
I got a magic scorpion charm.
The merriment is soon to begin. The scheme I promised is to be revealed very shortly.
We might have to reload. So we're gonna do that real quick and see if that's what we need. Right. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, hello, Silvus.
Good. I've been waiting for you. It's finally complete. The perfection of my draft, gleaming nectar sweet. Give it to Rani and ensure she drinks it.
So yeah, if you
Dead-eyed
didn't
doll lets
gather,
down her guard in your presence.
the whole reason Silvus
Remarkably.
works under Ronnie
For
is
she
so that
might
he could
dip
try
her
and...
hands in the dirt and feign that icy persona. She's a frail, gentle
He wants to
girl
control
at
her.
heart. You understand that once you have Rani drink my draft, my scheme will come to fruition. And well, we'll be in a position to claim the very finest puppet ever crafted. Just imagine the pure elation.
He just wants to fuck it. Like, that's... They're tiptoeing around it, but that's literally... like... what it is. He just wants to fuck the puppet. Anyway, where's that draft? Small flask received from Preceptor Silvus containing a gleaming amber draft for use in a scheme. Give it to Rani and ensure she drinks it and will be in position to claim the very finest puppet ever crafted. So, if you didn't gather it by his demeanor, he is like an actual traitor. If the story of Blythe is very depressing, because he's not trying to betray Rani. He's been with her since he was young, but he was essentially created by the Two Fingers. So he cannot go against his prime directive, if you will. We haven't really gotten to that point yet, but we will. And the Blythe has no control over his betrayal. But everything about Ronnie's questline is about betrayal. We'll get into that more, assuming this doesn't fuck everything up. Because right after this, I'm gonna have to go to the turtle, who I assume we've seen already. Maybe we haven't. Couldn't make assumptions.
Well, this is a most unpleasant awakening. The depths of wickedness never fail to surprise me. I am saddened that thou wouldst succumb to such depravity. Led astray by Celavis with devious tonic in hand.
So she obviously knew
have thy way with me.
that Celavis was
Hapless scum.
awful.
I won't have another whiff of thy rotten breath. I have spoken. This is the third time, fiend.
I didn't know she would do that. But she really wanted me gone. That was actually cool. I'm kind of glad I did that. But now I have a problem. Ronnie's questline is locked. I cannot continue it. Now, thankfully, I have something for just such an occasion. So, as I was talking before my ADD brain, like, stopped me. Every game has had an absolution method. Basically, whenever you did something that pissed an NPC off, and really only things that pissed NPCs off. Like, there's very clear-cut what does require absolution and what doesn't. And I don't remember what counted in first Dark Souls game, but you know, whatever. Basically, anytime you made an NPC hostile towards you, you could seek absolution, and like example in Dark Souls, it was just souls. You go to the NPC and you give him souls, and he gives you absolution. In this game, I must seek absolution by doing the ritual. Now, that is up here. And I thought I had already been to this church already, but obviously I have not, because I have to walk here. And this is the place I should have taken that scroll. Because Turtle Bro here does everything.
I welcome you to the Church of Vows.
He will do incantations and sorceries. So even if you piss off Selin or
my apologies for the unseen
Corinth
state of
or
affairs. Do you
Salubius,
know the origin of this place?
you
How
can
it
still
came
come
to
here
be
and
known
like
as
learn
the
all your
Church
shit.
of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has
The thing is the
caused us,
turtle doesn't give me
all
my
of us,
absolution.
to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined.
Now this is
by the
referring to
matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon
Radagon and
and
Renala, as he
Renala
said,
of the Full Moon.
and their marriage.
And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
Problem is
Was
Radagon
there
left
something you
Renala
needed?
and
You are free
joined
to
with
show
Marika
yourself around. I would
and had
serve as your
3
guide, only my
deformed
legs
children.
aren't what they used to be. If you find
Granted, they only
anything
talk
of
about
use,
2
you are free to
of
take it with
Radagon
you,
and Marika's
unless
children
perhaps you
in
are in search
the
of
base game.
instruction, in which case I will share all
Melania and Mikola.
Do you possess any celestial dew? Then I would like to share my knowledge with you concerning the miracle of this Church of Vows. Radagon once cleansed himself with celestial
Now we've
dew,
heard about
repented
Melania,
his
and
territorial
we've
aggressions,
kind of touched on Mikola a
and
little
swore
bit.
his love to
Melania was
Renala,
born with the
the
Scarlet
order
Rot.
of the Erd Tree,
That was
and
her
the fate
curse.
of the moon were conjoined,
So she's
and
kind
all
of,
the wounds of war forgiven.
granted we
This
haven't seen her
miracle
yet,
blesses the
and
church
technically
to
you could
this
never
day.
see her, but
And so you
unfortunately
need
we
only
will not be
follow
doing that.
Radagon's example
We will see
to
Melania.
restore any
Uh,
bond, however strained or
Mikola
severed,
was born
to
with
its rightful state of
eternal
harmony.
youth, and that's all they talk about in the base game. And that's all we're going to talk about right now.
To experience the miracle, kneel in the basin at the back.
Okay, he's
and
telling me
clamp
about the
solution with-
absolution again.
My faith, the miracle rooted in these grounds, will once again mend the world.
He is a
And
man
this
of
time,
God,
its bounty will not be
turtle of
squandered.
God.
If you would be Elden Lord
Look at them eyes.
tarnished, I hope that you too will share my faith. You wish to know more of Lord Radagon?
We might as well
Lord
get the lore,
Radagon was
you
a
know.
great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erd Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord.
There's a lot to unpack there. We'll
You
get
wish
to
to
it.
know more of Lady
Specifically,
Renala.
the
She
statement,
is queen,
why a
head
champion
of
is the
Kari
Elden
royal
Lord.
family,
Uh,
and governor of the
in that
Academy
statement,
of
he's talking about
Ravengaria,
Radagon.
the great and beautiful full moon witch.
But again, there's a lot to
Sadly,
unpack
her
there.
heart was
And if you
broken
know the
when
lore
Lord
already,
Radagon
that's cool.
left her. And then,
But yeah.
when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
So Renala's kind of like a puppet queen at this point. She was locked inside her own academy and can't do anything. There's the golden tools. If I had done box quest, which I didn't, then kind of better off for it because I always get him killed. Alright, so now we're going to atone. We're going to use our one celestial dew, and we're going to atone for our sins. You don't need absolution. Even if I did, it wouldn't let me because I don't have a dew. So now I should be able to go back up here and talk to Ronnie. I fucking hope. I did not wait to do certain things and keep the order out of the way just to fuck myself over by curiosity. I also need to go back to Lindell because we need to... Not that we need to, because I've beaten the game with this weapon setup, but... If I want to do the DLC with greatswords, I need to go farm.
It was thee, not blithe it seemeth.
Okay, so now this is the
Even my
normal
slumber I
cutscene
sensed
after you
it.
get the Finger Slayer
It is
blade.
in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey.
I probably should
On
have
the
checked
dark
with
path
Salubis
only I
before
may
I
tread.
did this. Because now I won't know what actually causes the next
But
scene.
before I leave,
Or the next
I shall entrust thee
part with
this.
Salubis. Because Salubis' quest is over. She just gave me the carrion inverted statue. I wonder what that's for.
My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps, but a rare sort such as thee
So,
would welcome it, I'm sure. I am
Technically,
certain
that
now.
has no bearing
Fate
on
steered us to
Ronnie's
our
questline
reunion.
at all.
I must thank Torrent too for his part.
But it does have
You
bearing
may
on
leave
another
now.
questline for
It
an
was
ending,
but brief,
as I said
but
earlier.
thou gavest me fine service. What is it? You may go. I too am to depart on a journey. Upon the dark path, only I may tread.
You say that, but we will meet again.
What is it? I
Alright.
too.
So she's gonna leave now. We are gonna go down to Salubis. But first we're gonna look at the statue. Statue. Key revealing the hidden form of Carrion Study Hall. So it just tells you where to use it, which is nice. Statuette of a scholar with the ground and sky inverted reveals the hidden form of the Carrion Study Hall, which connects to the Divine Tower. To unveil the secret, affix it to the pedestal of the celestial globe. So, if you're like me and never fucking read these things, you would have been completely lost as to what that was for at least an hour or two. Because sometimes you don't connect the dots. Sometimes it took you 20 hours to do this, and because you never explored this section of the game. But then when you came back to it, you had already forgotten about the Carrion Tower. So you weren't thinking about that when you're putting two and two together. And technically that's kind of how it would end up if you were exploring everything properly like most people would. Not most people, but most like open world players would. Alright, so we're gonna come down here, talk to this dude. I fucking forgot to talk to Pia, so I'm not gonna be able to get Dolores, I don't think. Alright, Salubis is dead. So this is why I was saying all those things, is because Salubis was going to die after that. I get his armor and his bell bearing. The question is I can still buy the puppets from him. But, we're gonna go visit Pedia, and see if he's dead. He might be dead. If I had visited Pedia, which I forgot to do, if I had visited Pedia, before this, he would have sold me puppets. I did get Dolores from him though, so at least that's good. There are Piteous puppets. So with Salubis gone, the puppets are no longer really puppets. They are, but they're not. Anyway. Pidia died. We're gonna go down to the study hall entrance. So normally I would just go straight into Ronnie's quest, but there's no real reason to do that yet. Like we can, but I don't need to. Because we're gonna do everything anyway. And the next boss in Ronnie's quest is fucking terrifying. The next boss? Is it the next boss? It is, right? Yes, it is. My brain just got everything backwards, and I forgot things. I think. Maybe? I don't know. No. Fuck, I don't remember. So yeah, that just happened. I'm gonna sit. We're gonna go in here now and it's gonna be a little bit harder. By a little bit, I mean a little bit, but also more annoying. Watch where you drop. That is just an empty hole now that it's upside down. We're also... It does not make sense, but now we are going down instead of up. Oh, and there's Miriam again. Thought we killed him? You were wrong. Getting rid of the hands so they don't fuck me while I fight Miriam. Oh my god! You almost knocked me off the platform, you bastard. God, I got fucking destroyed there. That time he actually went where he was supposed to go, so that's good. Too early? It's okay though. Miriam did not do what they should have done in that scenario. Alright, so you saw I got another spell. I got Lucidity instead of the spell I got. So that's why I wanted to do the right side up first, even though you can switch it back. Why? It's already here, I might as well do it. Well, I wasn't already here, but I kinda was already here. I was doing Alexander's shit. Alright, so we're dropping down. We need to get to that thing in the center. This can be a little more annoying your first time through, but it's nowhere near my first time through. So yeah. There were things I could have gotten up there, but they weren't anything special, I don't think. So now we're down here. We've made it down. There is a minor problem with down here, though. I still don't really understand how this works. Magic, I guess. But we went down, opened the door, and now we're... out at the tower. Unless the tower's really low. I never really looked at it, to be honest. But... oh, this is here. We might try and do this then. This bridge is S. For a reason. I still haven't done anything with the Mimic here, but it doesn't matter for this. This bridge is ass. So that thing right there, that's a Godskin Noble. One of two variants, and honestly the worst of the two. Godskin spells are damage over time. And the worst part is this isn't even really a boss fight. We're just fighting a boss enemy in a normal fight. Just off. I forgot that was 2 hits. I thought it was just the one big one. He knocked me down as I went for my jump attack. That's it. We're not even to the hard part of the fight yet. Now we are. How is he not dead? I almost died. I got greedy there because I wanted him dead. I am surprised I did that in one shot, because I am really bad at the Godskin Noble fights. Especially the fat guys. And I am, if you haven't noticed, I'm a little reliant on the ashes. Spectral ashes. So, normally when I get to this part, I run right past that guy, and I don't fight him. Doesn't mean I won't fight him, but I don't fight him the first time. Because usually I've got a decent amount of runes, and I don't want to die, even if the fucking grace is right there, because dying to a boss usually means try and get your runes back, which puts you at a disadvantage in the boss fight, blah blah blah. It's not worth my time, you know? So we haven't gone up to one of these since we beat Godric. Actually, yeah. Isn't that true? I didn't do Verdansk. I have Verdansk. We might go do that. Just so that we activate all the runes. Which, I think I mentioned this when I did Godric's, but my first playthrough, I did not know about this stuff. So I never went and did any of this. But I didn't explore as well as I should have in a lot of the areas. I just kind of like brute forced the main story to an extent. Like I did explore enough to where I finished a lot of the trophies and shit. Okay, so you'll notice there's no Great Rune up here. But also, we can't get Ranni's Great Rune. And the Great Rune of the Unborn is already like lit up because it doesn't work the same way, you know. There's also a dead person here. Who it is? There's the Curse Mark of Death and the Stargazer Heirloom. So, I've never read the Stargazer Heirloom, so I'm going to do that real quick. A talisman engraved with the legend of a queen, raises intelligence. The young astrologer gazed at the night sky as she walked. She had always chased the stars every step of her journey. But then she met the full moon, and in time the astrologer became a queen. That could reference one of two people. One already happened in Rennala, and one is something that could happen in Ranni. It's just a story though. Now we'll go to our key items, and there is this Curse Mark of Death. Carved into Lunar Princess Ranni's discarded flesh. So, now we know this is Ranni's original body. This is her actual body. So, Ranni's flesh died, but her spirit lives on, which is the opposite of Moen. Or it's supposed to be. Curse mark carved into the discarded flesh of Ranni the Witch, also known as the half-wheel wound of the centipede. This curse mark was carved at the moment of death of the first demigod, and should have taken the shape of the circle. However, two demigods perished at the same time, breaking the curse mark into two half-wheels. Ranni was the first of the demigods whose flesh perished, while the Prince of Death perished in soul alone, the Prince of Death being Moen. Or something like that. That wasn't his actual name at the time, but that's what he's referred to now. All of the like bodies and everything, because he was like the golden one or some shit, like Moen the Golden. Anyway, so yeah, basically what this is implying is Ranni found a way to bring death into the world, and when she did that, because they died at the same time, the curse mark that should have brought death into the world in its entirety split into two, so it's not complete. And as such, each person who died, quote unquote, only lost half of themselves. Ranni lost her body, and Moen lost his soul. Actually makes Fia's questline interesting, but we'll get to that. Because this is part of Fia's questline, the Curse Mark of Death. So now we're done with that. There's nothing else here. If you weren't doing Fia's questline, you could ignore that entirely. We did not. We are going to go back to Ranni's Rise. And we'll go back up here. Show you that she is gone. She's not coming back. She's left us. Trying to remember. Like, I feel like I'm missing a boss that I'm gonna fight in her section, but I cannot. Alright, so now I have a Site of Grace up here. But she is gone. Why I need one at the top of the tower, I don't know. But it's there. Alright. There are no actual hints on what to do next right here. I don't know if there ever was a hint, but I know what to do next, so yeah. I wish I knew what the hint was, but now the two towers are empty. But there's still a tower that we've never gone to, right? Because we couldn't get into it. We did go to it before. This one. Rana's Rise. The name she went by initially. Like, hidden moniker, if you will. And now that she's trying to be on her own, I guess that could be a hint of sorts, is she's trying to do things on her own. It's a stretch, but you know, whatever. Anyway, it is open. It does not open until you get to this point. There's treasure chests over here that I didn't know was over here for a very long time. And that contains the Snow Witch outfit. So the Snow Witch outfit, witch's pointy hat, frigid and frozen through, of a style associated with practitioners of heretical sorcery. Strengthens cold sorcery. Once worn by the snowy crone who the young Rani encountered deep in the woods. She was a witch and well versed in cold sorceries. It is said that the doll that houses Rani's soul was modeled after her, the old witch Rani's secret mentor. Was Rani's secret mentor. So, that's the rest of the armor basically says the same thing. So, the person that we look at as Rani, obviously we don't know what Rani looked like. We never get images of that, like what the Empyrean looked like. But the doll looks like her mentor. So that's fun. Alright, we are now in Ainsel River. We might not continue this part right away because I don't have a map. And I gotta go get the map. But I picked up a miniature Rani. Oh, there wasn't a boss in here. That's right, I'm remembering now. The next part, let's call it a mini-boss, I guess. I can talk to the Rani. It says nothing. It says nothing. It says nothing.
Oh, a dogged fellow,
there we
aren't
go.
we? Or is it merely thy habit
If
to talk to dogs?
Souls games have taught you anything,
Fine. Fine.
never do something
I
just
hadn't
once.
expected any soul to recognize me in this guise. But now the cat is out the bag. I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Rani the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter. Perform for me.
Okay, so she's not going to talk to me anymore until I get further into this area. The thing is I want my map. Also, that thing over there is fucking terrifying. You can barely see it. It's huge and it's scary. So first things first, we're gonna go back here. So I haven't actually, I didn't explore the eastern side of Liurnia very well. We kind of just ran through it, which is a shame because there's a lot of good shit going on in Liurnia. Ow. I don't even know why I decided to kill that wolf. We just did it. And then probably after I do this and get my map, we'll go back to Lindell and try and farm my new greatswords. It'll be 2 of the same greatsword because it can actually be dropped by something. And with my build, it'll be the best greatsword that I can use. The Sword of Milos would be one of the best greatswords I could use if I went heavy arcane. We're not going to kill this guy. We're just going to hope he doesn't kill me as the door opens. Here's the Ainsel River well. So, my hair is making my ear itchy. So we are back in Ainsel. I did not explore this section of Ainsel my first playthrough very well because that right there, those things are scary. Maybe not so much anymore, but my first playthrough, those things were terrifying. Alright, so see how close these are? Especially compared to Nokron and Mo's section, which we do have to go back to Mo's section at some point. But I'm not overly worried about it because now Mo's section is going to be required for what we're going to do. Because Mo is tied to the DLC. Not that I'm looking forward to the DLC. I'm looking forward to most of the DLC, but there's like 2 or 3 fights that I'm really not looking... Maybe 4. But I'm really not looking forward to them. May 2 to 4 fights. And they're all like part of the like story of the DLC. Like you have to fight all of them to actually do the DLC. Finish the DLC rather. As you can tell, I'm kind of over leveled for these units, but doesn't mean they can't kill me. They do hit harder than normal enemies, especially around this level, like the level you would have been when you came here. Because I am over leveled for this area by quite a bit. And there is a boss in this section. It's not a unique boss. We've already fought one like it. Today, actually. But it is a boss in this section. I don't think I need to go over there. There's a specific type of ant that no matter how well leveled you get, no matter how far into the game you get, is just fucking awful. And I'm hoping not to find one. I'm expecting to find one, but I'm hoping not to find one. There's an ant queen in here. These things are easy. They're just surrounded. It's like pop its ass and it dies. The only problem with those things is usually they're surrounded. Like this. Didn't even hit the one I was trying to hit. That time I hit an extra one. Alright, they're all dead. That's the only bonus to killing things in non-legacy dungeons. Is I can kind of like play with my health a little bit because I get blasts back from killing groups. Alright, so I normally don't come up here. Not really a reason to normally. But I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab this thing since I'm up here. 3 smithing stone, that's money I don't have to spend. Guess I'm going over here since I'm up here. Grab this celestial dude. I don't need any more of those at all. Like, they're completely useless to me, right? I don't even know of another scenario where I would actually upset a character. That would require absolution to continue their quest line. I don't know why I'm doing this. I can kind of just run past them all. But we're doing it anyway. It's a little satisfying seeing all the mud. Because they don't disappear, they just become mud. And they don't respawn, they just become mud. And one of the groups died. I think that one died as I healed, so I didn't get the thing. Okay, so this is the scary part. See that thing? Yeah. I don't remember how to get to that thing. I can kill that thing. I'm probably not going to because I didn't even go the right way to do it. I don't think. No bubbles. Bubbles. I have to be up there to kill it. And I don't remember how to get up there. Yeah, we're gonna fight the boss down here since we're already down here. But the only reason I came down here was for this. Because now, if I wasn't in combat, I can see the map. Since I'm down here, I might as well buy his shit, right? I don't need the dew or the ashes. I've got plenty of those. But I'll buy the other shit that I can't get elsewhere. I kinda want to kill the big dude, but I don't remember how to get up there. That's the problem. I think I gotta go backwards. The other sections. God damn it. I wasn't gonna get to them before they popped the bubble. He's shooting shit again. That's cool. Ow! Mages are annoying. They really are. I think I need to go back to the other map. I think I know where I need to go. The one before this one. I don't even know why I'm doing all these things. It does not help me at all. I don't even know why I'm doing what I'm trying to do either, because it doesn't do anything for me. But I'm pretty sure what I'm looking for is over here. Not sure at all, actually. We're gonna say trying to throw a bola at me. I tried to jump, just failed. Look at all the mud! Mudmen! Was I correct? I might not have been correct. I thought I was. Maybe it's over there. Kind of like grasping at straws right now, because I don't remember. That looks promising though. Yay. I've only done this once, by the way. I normally just say fuck it and don't kill the big dude. But if we're already here, and I've done it before, I can do it again. can't really hit me right here, but we don't want to be right here. We want to be over there. Couldn't kill him if I was over there. Had to be up here. So now he will not respawn. That's like literally the only reason I did that. Did I need to do it? Not at all. There was no real reason to do it. I was already done with what I needed to do. Also, I have the map now. So there's where Ronnie was. And this is where I've been, down here. It kind of looks like they connect, but they don't. They do, but they don't. Like, I cannot get to this top section. Right here, this is where I will stop. Because I can't get here, 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 here. I can't get anywhere. It kind of looks like it could go from here, but you can't. That's not connected. So, yeah. But we are still going to go down and do this boss. Why? Because I can. Yeah. We might take a quick trip back to Roderica though, because I still have not leveled up my Mimic so that I can start using that. Now, I haven't really touched on why the Mimic was so important for me. First off, let's look at my stats. No, my mind and my FP, because they're tied together. Your mind is what levels your FP. My FP is only 78. So, like, if I want to use good ashes, and not to say the jellyfish is bad, but these are basic ashes, the ghost ashes. These guys down here, the named ashes, and these three technically, they are stronger. But you'll notice, like, most of them cost more than I have. Like, Latenna doesn't. Well, Latenna's an archer, she doesn't have a lot of health. She does have a lot of damage once you level her up. The Stormhawk is not a good ash. And the Jarrite's okay, but he's not really like an endgame ash. But there's a main difference between all of these. These cost FP, this one costs HP. So, I can summon the Mimic and then just pop a flask and be good. And the Mimic, granted he has been nerfed,
You here for spirit?
is a lot better.
I need to warn you about something a little while ago. Someone started, I can hear the howling and wailing of the plethora. I can't even imagine. Not even the crew.
I don't think he's even here anymore. Alright, so also these go off ghost skullboards. And I should have a decent amount of those. I just don't have the souls. I don't have the 5 anyway, so it's fine. But now it's definitely stronger than my my jellyfish. It was base because my jellyfish wasn't very high. I haven't done a lot of exploring. Yeah, Milo is gone. Dung Eater is gone. He will not be back. Because he is my puppet. Anyway, we're gonna go back in here and finish this up. Might as well, right? More ants. I think there's a scary ant in here. There's only one type of ant that's really scary. Immunizing horn charm. I think these are all ghost glowworts. So, really the difference between the two, in terms of finding them, is ghost glowworts, because they're for like named ashes and stuff, you can kind of find in all the like Sophia and Ainsel in those areas, like these underground areas that are, you know, story related. or at least like quest related in some way. That's where I need to go. I want to see what's over here. I don't remember. I don't remember if there's anything like useful over here. And I really don't want it to be a scary ant, but it might be a scary ant. I don't think there's anything useful over here, actually. There's these dudes. That's not useful, that's just annoying. These guys, staple in the Souls series. Haven't really seen them, but obviously they would be around in the areas where Thea and Ronnie's quest lines take us. It's, you know, it's all about death, and they give you the instant death bullshit. So this kind of gives us a glimpse at where we're headed. It does not look good. So you can see a door over there, like way down there in the mist. That's this, like right there. So we're looking at another area entirely after Ainsel, but that's through Ronnie's questline. Which means that area only opened up if you at least got this far in Ronnie's questline. So basically to the point where you're committed to her ending. Not that you have to commit, but that's another story. That area is awful. There's a boss there that I think I've only actually fought once. We are not going to fight it. At least not until way later. If I decide to fight it. We probably won't even see it. It's my whole goal with that area is to just move on and finish it. So there's a lot of things we won't be doing in that area. Probably. There's also another reason why that area is awful. Well, there's two reasons that area is awful. One, if you couldn't already tell just by looking at it, it might apply. It might be very similar to Blighttown, in that water is not good to walk in. It might also be worse than Blighttown in that regard, because that water is really not good to walk in. Alright. There's one of those big statues. As we get closer, you see our spirit thing popped up, so now we can summon our mimic. Right now the mimic takes a lot of health. So this one actually does other attacks if you like hide. Also, since the mimic is a copy of ourselves, to an extent, it can use all of our Ashes of War. Its weapons have the same enchantments on it. This had a trophy involved with it, so I'm glad I went and fought it. It has the same armor, so the same poise and defenses. And it's got a really high health pool for a Spirit Ash. Doesn't match ours, but it usually is higher than ours once you max it out, unless you get a lot of vigor. So that gave us a Grave Glavort. I have two of those now. I got one in Nokron as well. That's to get a max level Ash, which right now I'm missing 5 through 8, so it's not like it even matters. But once I get 5 through 8, I will have a very, very strong mimic. Granted, it was really strong there, but it didn't need to do a whole lot there, because we were kind of over leveled for that fight. Even without the mimic, I would have been fine. So now we're going to go back to this side of Ainsel. Which, now you kind of have an idea, if you couldn't tell before, what that thing is over there, since we just killed one. This one's stronger, more annoying. As are these enemies, because it's a stronger section of Ansel. Like, this is meant for a later part in the game, obviously. You have to go through Liurnia to get to both sides, but you have to go through Liurnia to get to Carrion, start Ronnie's quest chain to be able to get into this section of the game. Thankfully, his meteor spell is not much stronger. I want those glove works because I don't know what they are. That one's a 6 and that one's a 7. That's beautiful. I think I am already behind him. I just want to kill him in case I die, because just like the other one, if I kill him, he does not come back. And this one actually gave me something. Granted, it's not something I'm going to use, but it gave me something. I don't want to get bullied. I rolled right into it. Actually jumped into that and still got the dodge. I really don't know why I'm doing this, but we're doing it anyway. I don't normally get to play around in this area because normally I don't kill the dude shooting at you. But it's a much more intense section. Not to say it's not still kind of intense, because we are fighting a shit ton of these guys. But it's not nearly as intense as it could have been if I was still being pelted with rocks. That's something else to note, is this is still one of Ronnie's sections. So, just like Radahn was heavily influenced with the Ronnie section, not only because it was her brother, but because he was heavy in gravity magic. We had an enemy that had gravity magic involved right there blocking our way. And don't think that gravity magic is gone from this quest chain. 'Cause that's the whole idea, right? Everything's holding back her fate. Or her chance to overturn fate. Everything she's worked so hard for already. Ants. I do think one of the shitty ants is down here, so. Simulating boluses. Probably the most useless bolus I could get because I don't PvP, and there's almost no enemies that have sleep on it. Alright, the flying ants are not good either. That thing back there with the fucking asshole for a head, that is the worst ant. Flying ants are not fun, they hit hard, but they're easy to kill. We're not even gonna go, well, maybe we'll go over there. Nah, I already let it start. We're not gonna go over there. There's another 6. Go in here. We have arrived at Noxtella, the Eternal City. Not to be confused with Nokron, the Eternal City. Like two sides of the same coin, really. Also, both areas, because they're like heavy on the moon shit, and it's Ronnie's questline and stuff like that, look very like lunar. Like you got the stars in the sky, even though we're underground. Yeah. So I don't need to come up here for Ronnie's quest chain. But there's something up here I need to get for one of the platinum trophies. Or for the platinum trophy. For one of the trophies to get the platinum trophy. And it's all the way at the end of that top section. Get my ass beat. Ass beat. Because I ran out of stamina. I don't remember why you come in here. There it is. Couldn't find it. Ant's skull plate. I think that's a shield. Yeah. Causes poison buildup. Huge head of one of the giant ants which inhabit the 2 underground rivers. Used without modification as a shield, excels at repelling enemies' attacks. Giant ants are venomous creatures, granting a boost to immunity when wielding this shield. And it does shield bash. I don't use shields, but it's kind of cool. Actually, I'll show you. That is an ant head on my arm. And then if you shield bash, you can... Oh, it's poison. I guess I pulled the slimes because they are coming. One of them hit me. Well, 2 of them hit me. I just really need to kill one and stay away, and they'll kind of kill themselves. These have, as you can tell, they have lightning affinity, so when they die, they just kind of blow up and do AoE damage. Unfortunately, that doesn't help me in this room, because these all have fucking face masks. That doesn't help me either. If you hit their face, they have high defense. You can break the mask, but it takes a decent amount of damage to do. I'm also jump attacking so that I don't get staggered from hitting their shields. That's essentially what their faceplates are. I think I broke them. They stopped attacking. Now one in the back actually is broken. I don't know what happened there. I'll take it, but I don't know what happened. I don't even know why I did that. What was in here? Ghost Glavwort Picker's Bell Bearing. I don't remember which Glavworts that gives me, but that was kind of nice. 4, 5, and 6. That's actually really, really helpful, because now I have the ability to buy 5, and I have 6, 7. I'm only missing 8 now. So if I find an 8 on my way through this part of the story, I will have a maxed out, or I will have the Glavworts to max out my Mimic. Even if I don't have the runes, which I kind of have the runes, but also this is a level. Because I still don't need that much to level. Here. I'm saying that 30k is a decent amount to level, but it really isn't. Alright. I really didn't need to use this. This is kind of a pointless room for me. And I might do that. But, you know. They're weird floppy maces. I didn't expect him to hit that hard. Honestly. And that's why I try not to hold on to a level worth of runes. Like, ever. That shit is probably gone. I'm probably gonna die to those guys again, and it's probably gone. So these aren't grouped up the same way they were. It's gonna be a little bit different. Maybe. Might be about the same. Those will still be alive, but that's okay. I'm not gonna do the side rooms this time, I don't care. The ones that I've already completed anyway. Fuck. Is the only thing in this room? I don't remember this chest. Like, I just happened to see the window. I think it's just because it's got... I don't fuck with the named weapons, like, at all. So, I don't really care about the somber smithing stones at all. Grab this. Walk away. Oh god. I would like to kill these because I came in here anyway. There we go. That almost ended poorly. So I get this. Puppets for the Night Maiden and the Swordstress. Alright, so I know it's gonna respawn everything, but I've now got like a level and a third. So I want to at least get the level. Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Let us speak of the past a while. I was once an Empyrean, of the demigods. Only I, Mikola, and Melania could claim that title. Each of us was chosen by our own two fingers, as a candidate to succeed Queen Marika, to become the new god of the coming age, which is when I received Blythe, in the form of a vassal tailored for an Empyrean. But I would not acquiesce to the two fingers. I stole the rune of death, slew mine own Empyrean flesh, casting it away. I would not be controlled by that thing. The two fingers and I have been cursing each other ever since, and the baleful shadows are their assassins.
So that kind of ties in everything. So if you don't already know what the baleful shadows are from everything else we've done, it's going to make the next section interesting for you. But yeah, so that's the whole reason she killed Moen at the same time she killed herself, was to break the cycle of death while also not breaking it, if that makes sense. I don't know how she knew that would happen, but
I turned my back. The baleful
yeah. Anyway, so just a little bit more lore on why everything is set, or part of why everything is set in motion. I don't remember if the Elden Ring was broken before or after Moen died. But I still died. Regardless. Oh, fuck. My brain forgot that they explode for a minute. And I was running into the one that I just killed. Come on down. That's a lot of runes for basically no effort. Like, that was like 5,000 runes. Okay, see the ball? This is a scary part. Because the ball can kill. The ball can kill easily. I want to kind of get it stuck. That's not how I get it stuck. I thought that's how I would get it stuck. I am in trouble. There we go. So if I kind of stand in a spot where it can't get to me because part of the indestructible map, like the parts that you can't actually break are in his way, then there's nothing he can do. Or it can do. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter in here. I just gotta suck it up and do it. Hopefully, have enough stamina to kill it. Which I did. Alright. These orange things, not this one obviously, that's another Great Ghost Cloudwort, so I have the potential to max out 3 named ashes. There's only one other one I would really want to max out, that I don't have yet. I'm gonna have to get to platinum, much as I don't want to do it. I wouldn't even be able to use it even if I got it. I really don't want to do this room. It's not really worth it. That ball will kill me. Now, if I can kill these things before the ball drops, maybe. I missed. This is going to start the chain. Maybe. The chain ended pretty fast. The other ones that are electric are like all in the back. Oh my god, they're fucking destroying me. The ball never drops. I think the ball drops if I get close to the chest. Oh, just more fucking slimes. How are there so... Is it just infinite slimes? What? I don't have the patience for that right now. I don't even think that box is worth it. So, you know, whatever. I think this thing blows... Oh, it does blow up. I don't know why I was remembering that one to blow up. Okay, so this part can get me killed. Oh. Well, let's just do this. I didn't realize I could do that. It could still get me killed. We've got a shield tier and a great shield tier, plus a knock freeze sword mistress. It's not exactly a fun encounter, but we got through it easy enough. Alright. All of that to get this thing, which I don't need for anything other than a trophy. And now we're going to go back down here and not go up the stairs this time. We are done with the staircase. my vigor up. Now that we're done with the staircase, it's been over 2 hours. I was waiting for like an hour and then I got really into it. So an hour on the recording, mind you. Alright, so let's